We're off to the Aurangabad Caves again this morning, to caves 6 through 10. We decided to leave the accommodation that we were staying at. Checkout was at 12. We were intentionally going to go to the caves, come back, check out, then go to Alora and Kailasa, but we've decided, under the conditions that we've been subject to at this time, which I'm not going to get into right now, we decided to pack our bags, hire a rickshaw for the day, and we'll just keep our luggage in the rickshaw. So I think that's the best sort of resolution. We're just getting some chai. Yeah. This guy's just pumping our chai out of this mechanism.
Cold coffee? Cold coffee?
I don't want cold. And my people are just coming and just grab it.
मैंने ले लिया आपके लिए भी आपके लिए भी लिया मैंने क्रीम रोल लेना है
धन्यवाद
क्रीम रोल देना oh no
It's on your hand, it must be burning.
it's okay that's fine
और दो yeah We give the biscuits to this one, and if she doesn't take them, then like nothing else.
No पैसा खाओ से जाओ
No.
That's for the money.
No,
Yeah.
food.
That's for the money. Collect them.
That's the guy. That's the guy. That guy just came up and full just staunched us around her, and then like checked me out and then walked off. That's either the dad or the fucking operator.
of what
Of that. So there's some problems that exist that I know I've talked about on a previous video. So you get like a lot of homeless kids that, you know, they'll just like beg for money, but the money will either be given to like a sort of like their parents, that will then be used for drugs or alcohol. You know, it's kind of sad. But if you give them food, like they tend to accept it, and that's that. Yeah, I don't know sort of what to say. We just had an event take place. I'm gonna head off shortly. So yeah, we're just gonna drink this chai, have a cigarette, and then we're gonna head off.
औरंगाबाद केव्स ही तो जाना है चाहिए.
So, in Aurangabad, you've got a newer section of city and you've got the old city. In the old city, you've got these 52 gates that sort of surround the old city. I don't know all the intricate details with the Marathi and Mughal conflict, but I suspect that these gates behave much like the gates that sort of surround. Namaskar. That sort of surround. That like surround like the Patan as well, where Rani Ki Vav is a Gujarat. Just gonna quickly take a photo. I might hand this over to. At the tops of those domes.
तो मतलब बेटा है, बहू है और 2 बेटियां हैं, उनकी शादी करनी है अभी.
नहीं हो गई शादी.
तो घर पर वो आपके साथ ही रहती हैं?
सबकी शादी है, हम मिलकर रहते हैं.
अरे वाह वाह, ये तो बहुत बढ़िया है. दामाद और उनके माँ बाप भी?
नहीं, उनके माँ बाप नहीं.
अच्छा.
वो अपने बेटा बेटी, मेरा बीबी.
तो उनके पति नहीं रहते?
Today
Let's go.
What's this? Alright. I don't know, that's some new thing we're trying. It completely didn't work. Wow. Look at this view. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wow. Look at this friggin' view. That's incredible.
Do you see that guy playing the flute?
Where?
It's so beautiful. That old fellow behind the red scooty.
Oh my god. You wanna go?
प्लीज रुकिए मत.
Please. Sundar. Wow. It's not something you see every day. Whoa. Hello, doggy. Oh, he's shy. Oh, hello. Hello.
She is.
Oh, is it a girl? It is a girl.
See?
Oh,
You see the fur? It's similar to that.
Yeah. Hello.
I think.
You are one beautiful mongrel, aren't you?
Right?
Oh my god. You are gorgeous. I love your color. Ah, yeah. You're gorgeous. You gonna follow us around? Come on. Right, we're gonna have a little sidekick. I'm gonna call you Lucy. Come on, Lucy. Come on. Lucy's gonna follow us around the site. But check this out, guys. This is incredible. You got water dripping from up there on the edge of that cliff face. Under it, there's a little section where there's a nice sort of hollowed out section of rock, and there's a fresh beehive that's been crafted and sculpted. Hashtag save the bees. It's actually a very beautiful, wow. Oh, there's a whole section up there as well. Wow. Okay. Wow. Welcome to the Aurangabad Caves, numbers 6 through 12. Wow. They got a bucket. Just gave the security guy a look like, you know what's... Shoes off, down here. Well, so we're taking our shoes off. We're gonna check it in a sec. I think we're the only ones here, to be honest. The caves we went to yesterday was later in the afternoon, so I suspect people came after school and stuff like that. But it's very peaceful here when it's sort of empty-ish. Anyway. The pillars here are slightly different.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're not carved yet, and the material is different.
Yeah, it is. There's after-work renovations have been done, for sure. I mean, I think some of it might be old. I'm not too sure, but maybe these pillars were done at a later date. It's kind of hard to tell. But there's an indifference. There is an indifference here of rock. Hey, did you grab my bag? Oh no.
What?
Oh, I should go grab my bag. I shouldn't be leaving it there. My bag.
Where is it?
It's downstairs. I mean, there's nothing in it. I've got everything here.
Don't scare me, man.
Yeah.
Go get it if you're going. Do you want me to go?
No, I'll get it. I'm not going to go in there yet. I'm going to go to the other one first. Go from one to the other, but I think so. I could be wrong. Whoa. Look at all here. This is like just all exposed vein. Yeah, this is definitely calcite.
There's some nasty fellow.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Might come back for that.
You can keep it right now.
No, that's okay.
Whoa.
Whoa. Imagine where that goes. All right. Anyway, fantasies for another day. Maybe in the future I'll get to come back and, you know, access that area. We'll see. But one thing's for sure, at least from the first cave, immediately, moisture everywhere. So much moisture, in fact, that there is a thriving kingdom of insects that crawl along this native wall. Moisture runs all the way in here, all the way around into the top section of whatever this is. Wow. Actually carving it out, like even with like the exposed veins. Look at that. Wow.
Wow.
I don't know if that's quartz. I still think it's calcite.
Whoa.
But like, so look, this is old as. This place is amazing. It's just the first cave. I know I'm like dorking out on something that most people look at and just go like, what? What's interesting about this? It's just like rocks, old sculptures. It's not a Louis Vuitton handbag. It's not like Ice Spice's latest like music track. What's interesting about this? Because it's old. That's what's interesting about it. And if we are to know the future of where we're going, we have to know our history as well.
Do you think that matches everything?
Ooh.
See, that's a vase with money in it. I mean, I knew that.
Well, there's the knife. Maybe it's two iterations of Lakshmi on both
Perhaps,
sides.
yes.
Interesting.
Because they are Kali and all, they are Durga, they're all faces of, I think, they're not different anyway, they're different faces of the goddess.
The same like divine feminine.
Yeah.
Alright. So now we're going to go into cave 6. And cave 6 is the cave that the outside looks like it's just had a bucket of modern work done to it. But, you know, it might not be. It might not be. You can see the base here is older method or an older construction. I'll come in close just so you sort of understand. So obviously older construction, newer construction. I don't know if this is modern. If this is modern, I don't know why they wouldn't do the same groove lines that they've done here, because they do the same groove lines here because they did it in the other cave. So this could have been maybe at an earlier time, but post-construction, some sort of renovation, or if we're to go down some conspiratorial rabbit hole that my thoughts have wandered onto, especially when I've seen places like the Mahakali Caves and the Jogeshwari Caves and stuff like that, is that, apologies guys, is that the second stage of construction involves maybe some geopolymer that coats the original or the inner rock to finish like the look. You know, maybe certain rocks sort of, or certain materials, certain composites are more easily worked with, you know, in the nature of sculpting three-dimensional designs, not just, you know, sort of straight edged cuts, 90-degree cuts and stuff like that. I don't know, but what I do know, at least in this spot initially, is that these pillars are not the same as the pillars in Cave 3. They are certainly different. There's older construction there. There's older construction there. I don't know who this figure is. The whole thing's been absolutely mangled. Same on that side. Oh yeah, this is old. Oh yeah. You guys should be ashamed, because this is the centerpiece. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. All right. Whoa. Wow. What the hell, man? Holy flippin' heck. Oh my gosh. Okay. We'll come back to the other stuff because I'm just in awe at the moment. I need to compose myself. So there's some water that's seeping through. As you can see, moisture all the way down, drips to the floor. Slight algae growth. Actually more than a slight algae growth, but it's a slow, very slow growth of algae. But it's clearly there. So water is above us right now. Whoa, look at the ceiling over here. Whoa, that is old. Whoa. What is this? Okay, so this is all basalt. I mean, look, it could be granite. Some of it's really shiny, but I'm pretty sure it's basalt. Hey, little lizard. Look at him. Look at him. There's two of them. Look at them. Where are they going to escape to? Come on, boys. Come on. Where are you going? This is a cute couple. Come on. So this looks like plaster. This sort of stuff was definitely out of the caves, but it's more yellow. Like it hasn't been subject to the sun, because in the other place it was quite white, but it looks like it's the same material. This could be in and of itself something older, but I suspect this is modern in terms of this, the white. I don't know what this says, but there's definitely some older writing on it. Little moth. Wow. So whatever this was probably used for storage. I suspect, like, for however this place was built, you need somewhere to store tools. And when I see this room, like, this could be somewhere that, like, would have been somewhere maybe where the Buddhists did sleep after the fact of the place being built. But there's clear indications, at least on this. So these holes, much like the ones that are at, oh yeah. So these are exactly the same as at the Nasik Caves in terms of like the construction of these. So it comes around. Maybe for a specific type of door, hinge door that sort of opens up inwards, certainly not outwards. They're on that side as well. But whether the use of that came about is another question entirely. I've got 13% left. I'm going to change this battery shortly, guys. Look at this. What is this? All right. Sorry, guys. The camera just ran out of battery, so I had to quickly switch it. That 13% went a lot faster than I thought. Probably because the camera is getting warm. Anyway, another cave or another room that people would call, or mainstream historians would refer to as a chacha. The vihara, sorry, the place where the monks would sleep. So they'd say this is a bed. I don't think that's the case, but anyway, different style of rock on the wall, at least in some faces. There's definitely.
Do you feel the vibration coming out of the sound?
Do I feel the vibration?
The sound of our own sound.
Listen to my voice, like that deep resonance, like just bounces. Boom, boom, boom.
Imagine home.
Can we just like move into this room? We'll take like 2 pieces of furniture, grab a couple of pillows, and we'll just like move into this place. And I'll just never leave. Wow.
Show me.
Why is there such a
This
paralleling
illuminate that.
echo? Oh, should I do this? Yeah. What about this? Do one of these. Do one of these so you can get like those groove marks. Drill holes. Not sure what the purpose is for. Anyway, sorry guys, I got like a little bit mystified in that room. So, as I was saying, not sure what this sort of concrete, this layered concrete on top is for. I mean, it's covering something very, very specific. I don't know if it's patchwork that's been done sort of in modern times, quite possibly. At least this section here is not, like you can see all the old groove cuts. Whoa, check this out, look at this older door. Whoa, cool. Oh, ow, I just banged my friggin' head. Oh, same thing as the other room. Whoa, it doesn't have as much of a bounce. Probably because
Has a different kind of bounce.
Huh. Look at all these, like, I don't know what this was meant to be. Like, this is all mineral here. Like, if you clean this up, this would have been shiny as, like, once it was done. Like, this was, like, because if you're digging in, yeah, you're already passing all the sections where minerals are. You're like, okay, there's minerals. You're still grooving in, and now you're getting into sections. Like, you're intentionally going to leave this here, or maybe this is an enormous vein that runs through and the whole thing got covered up for maybe structural integrity reasons. Maybe where this is like, this is fine. This is like, okay, but this and the ceiling, maybe it all got patched up.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because there's no uniformity to the actual like patching. Like it's not straight. It's not covering like one massive section. It's like it's intentionally.
Enter the back.
Dude, this might be like an older, like a really old, and it's like rock as well. Like the outside's smooth and polished. Like it's, look, this older section. Feel how smooth that is. Like this section's like patchy. Like this section's rough.
So they've also used another material.
I think there's 2 layers here. I think someone's come back over with something maybe, or they didn't complete it. I'm not sure, but
See, they've just tried to smoothen it out.
dude,
There are these strokes.
this is actually like, this is, if this is the case, this is geopolymer. This is like a composite. This is crazy.
Some sort of.
I'm not sure, but I don't know if that's modern. I think that's old. Now I come back and have a bit of a second look.
I wonder if you're going to enter the back cave.
I'm going to enter the back cave. Is it this one?
Mostly.
Is this the back cave? Don't point it at me to make myself look like an idiot, like I can't climb. I just need both hands to get up. Okay. Thank you.
There's a lot of water. It's wet. Is it wet?
Not bad. It's just different rock. See, I've seen this in some of the other places, and I thought it might be like charcoal burning or something, but it's not. It's like old tar. You know, like, man, this is hard to be in these rooms because you talk and the vibration just bounces around. That's, oof.
Whoa, you be done.
except my bum. Okay. Lotus flower. The lotus bud.
Seems like it, yeah.
Look at this beautiful, like, I don't know if this was a staircase. I mean, it's pretty, I mean, it definitely has a step-like architecture, but usually when someone makes a step, usually the next step is of the same height. This has like an extended feature on the bottom. Imagine like a fountain, like a fancy fountain, you know, where the water runs down. Oh, and look at that, as I say that, there's almost like an early signs of a channeling. Almost like an early construction of a channeling, or channeling of water. Wow. Groove cut on the floor. Whoa. An old Buddha in, is that the lotus position? I don't know. It's definitely a position. This one's actually like in much better quality. It still had the front of the face lopped off though. You can see the indifference in the discoloration. Yeah, so that hasn't been touched, but this has been lobbed, that's been smacked. But most of this is like natural erosion. And look, even on the Buddha, like, it's got like the mineral veins that run through it. Like whoever was building this knew that like this place had these. Maybe it adds to the, like maybe the minerals add to the sort of effect, that like vibrational effect that we felt in the other rooms. And I'm getting a bit in this. It's different though. The other rooms are more refined in that regard. But there's definitely a discoloration. Namaskar. Namaskar. Oh. Oh. Wow. So check out. Look at these. The floors all basalt. Look at the groove cuts that like run the entirety of the walls. This is all carved into basalt. Ooh, dangerous, dangerous. Look, your foot goes under it. There's going to be an intention to turn this into a place to channel or funnel water from maybe one of the other rooms, maybe multiple of the other rooms if that was to be the case. Old vein deposits. There's more murtis, more sculptures of figures. I'm unclear if this is Lakshmi. I'm unclear on who these figures are. Both holding flowers still. We'll go into this one. There's another Buddha in here. Oh, so the floor's a bit more refined in this room, but it's very much like the one on the other side. Wow. The face has been lopped off, but there's minerals that run through it. It's very, very interesting. A couple of fingers. This is almost like a curling. This is almost like, you know, is doing this pose, and then in this hand, it's like this is holding the baby finger. And I think this is actually like a symbol. I've seen people do this symbol. I'm not sure. I think it elicits some anger in people. I'm unclear. I've seen it on social media. Like someone does this and like someone with like bright pink hair gets offended. But Buddha's doing it, so I don't think Buddha's offending anybody. So you've got one room here, one room down the other side. This center wall, looks like it's starting to be cut out, maybe. But whatever the case may be, these two rooms have got a bounce on them. There's actually like quite a curve in here. And then on the other side of this also, there's 3 rooms along here on the other side of the central section. So down and to the left is 3 more, and all of them have got this sort of bounce about them, like a very, yeah. We didn't find that bat, did we?
Do you see me? I can see from there.
Oh, really? No way. Oh, dead set. Look at that. Hello. Wow. Well, maybe there's something to do with the minerals in here, man. I don't know, maybe that's quartz. And if that's quartz, quartz is a piezoelectric. And if you've heard me spiel on Twitter spaces before about piezoelectricity, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But this is not the video for that, because I don't want to give away all my brain juice. These patches are so interesting. Some people have just come and like written their names on it, which is fair, but the actual rock, it looks like a geopolymer. No insects, or not that I've seen. Oh, it's not some. I don't know where the bat is. We definitely heard the bat. Maybe the bat's in. Oh, look. Look. Water dripping from the ceiling. Huh, okay. So this is the central chamber. Already it's incredible. Some sort of grooved pounding marks on the basalt here. Still punched holes through, bore drill holes, whatever you want to describe it as. The pillars are basalt as well. Minerals, calcite, something like that is running through. I mean, it could be quartz, as I said, but I'm sort of unclear on whether it is. That runs through into the pillars. Obviously the builders, whoever built these, didn't care for the fact that there is minerals running through this. However, maybe there was a grander purpose of the minerals.
See, this is the same thing but much older than that also.
Gosh, this isn't white, this is like brown.
Yeah.
See, this is, whoa. Same thing, so you'll see this.
For this part,
I think it is.
like what you said.
I think it is. It's for covering up the minerals. Yeah, this is old geopolymer patchwork. I'm going to call it now. So to like people like Jimmy Corsetti, people to like Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson and stuff like that. You know, everyone has these thoughts on geopolymers and like how they were made, but like it's right in front of us, guys. But you know, you got to come to India. So get in contact with me. Yeah, I got the contacts. Cheers, boys. Wow. And it's on the ceiling as well, look. And see the moisture's like, maybe moisture's seeped in, has caused it to like change its color. See how there's like discoloration in the ceiling? Whoa, and here, whoa, man. This is geopolymers at work from ancient builders. I'm calling it now, I don't care. This is incredible. See, Aurangabad Caves is not really talked about. Not sure why. Some sort of patchwork on some sections. I don't know if this is vein though. This could actually be, like if you look here, it runs all the way through the legs of what I suspect to be, I don't know if this is Buddha, this could be Vishnu. It could actually be Vishnu, I think it might be. The crown on that side's much more refined than that one. This has got a massive chunk of mineral running through it. But whatever the case may be, I think this sort of, see this patchwork that runs through? See, it's not here. But there's a strip line that runs all the way through into the wall. But that patching up is not the same as this patching up here. And maybe this patching up is for exposed crystalline structure of minerals, and perhaps this patch up is from maybe a tectonic fault, maybe. All these characters, it's incredible. All these sculptures are beautiful. I don't know if this is Vishnu, to be completely honest with you. The hand's been lobbed off on the right, or the left hand. The right hand's doing the same pose, at least from the sort of index finger and the thumb. As you can see, there's a bit like something like that. It might be something like, you know, maybe something like that. I'm not too sure, but at least it's a closed finger. This is an open hand, resting on something which looks like a ball, or like maybe a bag. Oh, maybe a bag. Is this a bag? Because this is like a sash, yeah? Is it that? Sorry guys, the camera keeps switching off. This is like a satchel. What do you call them? Those sashes. Things that wrap around the belt, or around the hips. But then there's this, where this hand would have come down and connected to the wrist, it's grasping something which looks like a bag. And it might not be a bag, but you know, if you look at places like Sumeria, if you look at places, you know, sort of these places in South America, and places in Egypt, there's sculptures and figures of like sort of deities or supreme beings that have sort of bags with them, and they walk around with these bags, and no one knows what these bags represent, but I mean, there's something interesting about it. I mean, I've got my thoughts, of course, but that's separate. More patchwork, but this Buddha's being covered with something. This is, the outside's not the original, the inside's stone. And you can see from that, you see the flecks around the edge. And then if you look there, you see those brush marks on its side. You see that one? See these brush marks? That run down and around. And you see on here, you see these sort of like dipping marks. It's like as magnanimous. Yeah. Oh freaking hell! There's a big spider there. Oh my god. So on the top, the back of the shoulder, you can see patchwork, but I think it's been covered, but it resembles, and it probably is rock, but you can even see in here, like almost like it's plaster, like some very rough or hard version. Yeah, but they've gone into it. But like you can even see here, this is all, it's like a coating that's been put on top. Maybe it's a weatherproofing coating.
Maybe.
It's definitely basalt. Like for sure this is basalt. But I think that the actual Buddha itself has been covered with something, maybe to seal it or protect it. Maybe the Buddhists coated it with something as part of ritual. I'm not too sure. In a sec. Lions at the feet on the left and right of Buddha. More figures, more viharas in the corners that have the instruments. Wow. Wow. Well, there you have it, guys. Undeniable proof of ancients working with geopolymers. Wow. And I wonder, we shall. Alright, gonna move to the next cave. Might take a breather for a sec. But anyway, talk soon. Alright, sorry, cave number 7. According to the board, cave number 7 has the best specimens of sculptures, like in terms of a cluster of sculptures or murtis, as they might be known, is the best in Aurangabad. So we'll check them out. Oh wow. Oh wow. Guys. Cue some music that incites a tingling in the stomach, that incites whatever music that might be, something that just like elevates, you know, that pit of your stomach and makes you go like, whoa. Whatever that music is, this is the place for it. Left to right. We'll do the left side and then the right side and the centre side, like we did the other place, the other cave. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Same with those same sort of cut holes in the pillars again. Same as like, what's it, the Nasik Caves? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stages of enlightenment, I'm not sure. But they've all got figures behind them. Sorry, not figures behind them, sorry. I'm completely spacing out, this is wild. They've all got that, like halos behind them, all 8 figures. And they're all very noticeable. Except the last 2, less so. But that's the most obvious version, or the most obvious Buddha. I don't know if these are all Buddhas. These look feminine to me because they're quite top heavy. Not this fellow. This is definitely a bloke. But these, the centre ones, they're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 females are indeed women. These pillars are, yeah, I'm absolutely blown away. I'm so blown away by this place. Set myself up to get in. You'll see it. So, there's another central room that wraps around. Oh my gosh, these are really well done. Hey, do you think it'd be inappropriate if I touch these?
I don't know, man. You might get crashed.
We're going to come back around there. Yeah, anyway. Sorry guys, this is incredible. This is really old. Hey look, is that patchwork? Ah, that's patchwork. Huh. And it's made out of some sort of rock-like material. Ah, would you look at that? More geopolymers. Geopolymers everywhere. Home. These rock faces, they've got many microcrystals like just strewn through them. So they've got like a nice kind of sheen to them. But as you can see, you can still see the groove cuts. Bro, this is wild. Oh my God, there's more in the back. Holy crap, this is proper cave diving.
Look at that. Is it like a complete structure?
Whoa. Holding the lotus flower, or the bloomed flower. Groove cuts all on the walls. This is a more complete version of Buddha. And just for those, you know, sort of understanding, this is the sort of distance of my hand. It's quite a large sculpture. Same thing with the hands. Wow. Should we be taking our socks off in here? Like maybe I feel that, you know, maybe I'll get like an electric shock if I walk in here without my socks on. Oh my gosh, look at all this. This is incredible. Okay, so much like the other structure at the other cave, it has a very similar layout. So you've got a central inner chamber, and then around that central inner chamber, you've just got like a central sort of, I don't know, an outer chamber, I guess, or an outer corridor that leads into a bunch of smaller chambers that are the same format. So 3 on the left, 3 on the left, on both the sides of the central chamber, and then behind the central chamber to the left and right. It's the same style of chambers. Oh, hey, did you take a photo of this, just FYI? Not of that, but of the floor.
Floor?
Yeah. See that?
Then finish it out.
Okay. I'm stopping her video recording. She's doing with the iPhone. But that's okay. She'll come back and take those photos. She better. This is a lot to sit in these rooms for a while. Like if you meditate in here, this is gonna elicit something. Like some transcendental friggin' section of, I don't even know. Like astral projection maybe, I got no clue, but whatever the case may be, if you sit in here and meditate on Om for a considerable amount of time, just the natural vibration that pounds around in this room is probably enough to trigger something in your brain. And knowing what we know about the brain now is there is micro quartzite crystals in the pineal gland, and maybe these sort of smaller rooms that you know, you sit and meditate in, and maybe like, you know, maybe something like that over time elicits some sort of reaction in the brain that allows you to access maybe another level of, I don't know, consciousness, maybe other realities. I have no idea, but whatever the case may be, is there is something here when it comes to nature of minerals, basalt, could be granite, but I think it's basalt. And these rooms, there's something, yeah, wow. I don't need to go into these rooms again. I'm sure you guys are fine with that. I'm sure you're sick and tired of looking at like the empty rooms. More buxom deities. They're very buxom. And I imagine when the Mughals came and saw these places, I wonder if the reason the Mughals didn't like desecrate this room more so than the other rooms is maybe the exposure of breasts was so intense that they had to avert their eyes. Another massive sculpture of Buddha. This is enormous, like just for consideration, the size of the foot, that's the size of my foot. And I'm a size 10.5 in UK, USA and Australian standard. So this is almost what is this? This is almost like I don't know. It's a big foot. It's a big foot. Same hand posture. Maybe I don't know what a lot of this represents, but hey, did you take photos of in here? I'm sure she did. I saw it with the camera. All right, we're going to leave this cave and we're going to go check out the final caves. I think we've been here for a bit. We've got to get going shortly to go to Ellora and Kailasa. I'm actually not sure what the time is. I assume we've been here for at least an hour. Yeah. So we've been here for an hour. We said to ourselves we'll do like an hour and a half, and then go directly from here to Ellora, which is about a 45-minute drive from the Aurangabad Caves to Ellora Caves and Kailasa Mandir. We've still got a bit of a trek. There's a couple more caves up there, so we'll go check them out. All right. How do I ask to get up there into that cave? We must be able to go up there, right? I've paid full fee and they've got this door closed as if I can't go up there. Yeah. Could you ask her?
Who?
The lady.
काफू यहाँ ऊपर नहीं जा सकते कब से कितने दिन से साल हो गए been years that it's been closed.
Sorry?
Been years that it's been closed like that.
For years. I can at least walk up the staircase and look through the door, right? Can you ask her? Can you at least look through the door?
She's not the charge here. Do you want to go see if somebody comes talk to you?
Yeah. We can't even get through. They've blocked this off. Could we just ask the security, like, is that the boss man? Man, this is... Huh? I want to see what's inside. So apparently this room's been like this for years. I'm unsure why. Hey, can you pass the phone? I want to take a photo of it. And if you want to swap and start going in that cave and checking that out, go for it.
take this with you. Indigo Jones.
This is technically the cave number 8.
Like waters always do.
Technically, this is the cave number 8.
Correct.
I guess.
If it says,
It's damaged and it's broken.
yeah, I can see in there there's rock, but they shouldn't like just leave it.
There
Like,
you
they
go.
should come and like I don't know, it's silly.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm actually really upset about that. Alright, I got 22% left. The GoPro's getting quite warm. And I think that's why I keep shutting off. But that's alright. I fixed what the original problem was. I was recording in 4K at 120 FPS. And because of that, the recordings were only lasting 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops.
Let's go to 9 first.
Oh, we're not going to take a break? Okay. All right. I actually do need some water. Guys, I'm going to take a quick break. Let my GoPro cool down before we finish the other ones, and then go back to the rickshaw driver. So, talk to you guys soon. So we're going into, there's 2 sections of final cave, and then we're gonna piss off. We're gonna head off. This is cave number 10. We'll start in through here. Okay, so this leads into what is now a more refined version of the previous caves. Okay, 2 sections of construction, 2 sets of teams, working in tandem, one's beginning, and as one starts to become more refined, you require less builders involved, and then moves into more of the labour
intensive work, which is getting out all the rock. Whoa, man, this is incredible. This is incredible. So more feminine idols, more feminine sculptures, similar sculptures in the other rooms. Massive exposed vein. Actually, this is I want it so much to be quartz. I want it so much to be quartz. And some of these crystals are more refined, like see-through, like they've got a particular, and as I look in the light, and I know the camera's not doing it justice, but there's particular striation lines in like growth, and it's kind of indicative to me that it might actually be quartz. And if that is the case, then I suspect the other minerals in the other caves are also quartz. And like I sort of described, you know, the sort of parallels between like vibration and quartzite being a piezoelectric material or mineral. Similar pillars to the other caves in like Cave 3, also at the Nusselt Caves, and some of the others. I need to go back through the footage. I obviously by this stage of the trip, I haven't done any video editing since Rani Kival, because I've been on the move and this and that, and there's been a lot that's sort of like wheels in motion, so I haven't had a lot of time. But by this stage as well, you will have hopefully watched that sort of stuff. But anyway, water seeping in through the ceiling, massive hornet right in front of me, like a massive wasp. Maybe these are those bees that live in those beehives up the top. They're enormous. What looks to be like sleeping Vishnu.
Isn't it Buddha also?
Well, it's the same pose.
Yeah,
Okay.
same.
Well, they're both representations of each other in some way, shape, or form. Yeah. More construction work, digging deeper in, maybe to carve out, you know how they're in the other room, there's those chambers that go down and wrap around sort of a central chamber. Maybe this is something that's going to sort of construct into that. More massive amounts of mineral, exposed mineral, praying it's quartz, please be quartz. Wow. This is wild. Same on the other side, so clear indicator they're both trying to move in the same direction at a relative similar pace. Wow. This looks like maybe another form of Buddha, but this guy's definitely like packing, you know? Like he's got a bit of a strewn look about him. He's got a bit of a, you know, he's got a bit of a complexity to him. He's got a bit of a gut. Hey, this is almost like sort of really high BMI Buddha. I don't know if it's Buddha though, but if it is, I like the cut of his jib. Hi. Oh, the battery dipped out again, which is a shame. Something's wrong. I don't know if it's the camera. I think it might just be overheating, but anyway. Yeah, wow man. Aurangabad Caves, what can I say about it? It's incredible. It is incredible. It is not just an incredible place to see in person the sort of methodology of how a workforce gets put together to sort of achieve something of this magnitude, but also to the degree of what were the tools that were used by these places
in order to shape and craft them. So basalt's obviously quite hard. It's not a material that you can easily like craft with iron. Like you can do it with like high pressure water as like an additive. But maybe there was another method here. I'm not sure. But if I am to believe that strewn across the entire site is massive deposits of mineral of quartzite crystal strewn through the statues and the actual chambers themselves, not the parts obviously that are going to be carved away, but the parts that it's going to remain. Quartzite crystal is one of the hardest materials on earth, and steel and iron are like sort of not at that level of complexity in order to cut said crystal. It's not going to cause the same effect of cutting quartzite crystal that you would with like, let's say like diamond tipped steel. You can do it with steel, but I don't know if the Buddhist monks had steel tools. So if they did, I mean, then sure, that might be the case. And then I've got to ask, well, where's mainstream's sort of academia on the sort of time period of when Buddhist monks were able to craft these places with steel? But anyway. You can see the serpents sort of enveloping the head in this like three-dimensional structure. It's very beautiful. This is incredible. I think I should just do this because maybe someone will sort of watch this video and have a better understanding of these things than I do. But I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm gonna have to turn my brightness is maxed. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix this on the video edit. So relative to the sort of formation of the cave and the mountain line, or the valley line, I guess I'll show you guys the compass sort of directions, and if anyone has any thoughts on this, like, please get in touch with me on YouTube. So relative to Buddha, it is 300 and slightly off 330 degrees northwest, and about the same 155 degrees southeast, between 150 155, as was the 330 to 335. Water dripping everywhere. Quartzite, I think it is. Anyway, sweetheart, we got to get going. All right. Anyway, guys, talk to you soon.